Alright guys, so as you just saw probably a few days ago, we put these KEMIMOTO fang lights in. Today we're going to be putting this spare tire mount on that KEMIMOTO sent us to try out. This thing is it's pretty heavy duty feeling. It's real nice quality, it looks good. It comes with these. It's pretty much just mounted around the back of your cage. I'm not really sure on mounting which way it goes on, but we're going to put it on the way that we would like it to be on. I think you can do it either way, but that comes with all the hardware, some lug nuts to put the spare tire on. This is the only spare tire we had on hand at the moment. This came off the Rzr high lifter. But we're going to be putting this spare tire mount on Devin's Rzr because I'm not sure if it'll fit on the high lifter due to the snorkels. I know his are out the way pretty good. It's got a big area right there. And over here on the Rzr, they're all up in the way. It would work. I don't know. We'll probably try it out just to see. But for now, we're just going to put it on Devin's. So let's get this thing on. Alright guys, so we've got this thing on here. It's facing up. Hopefully this Outlaw is going to fit. If not, we'll have to take off one of his tires, put the Outlaw on it, and put the stock up here just to show y'all it does work for a stock spare tire carrier. But we're going to slip these mountain bracket things on each side real quick. We'll get them bolted on there and we'll throw that tire up there, see how that turns out. So they pretty much just slip on, and on this side is threaded. We're going to get them somewhat tight to test fit it, make sure everything works out good. We'll try to help out and put this side on. See if I can magically do this one-handed. Turns out, probably can't do it one-handed. Good enough though. Yeah guys, this thing is looking pretty sweet. I'm really hoping that this old Outlaw 2 29 size will fit on this spare tire carrier. Hopefully it will. We're about to find out. I'm gonna set the camera down because I don't think one of us can do this very easily, so we'll both get up there, stick this thing on there real quick, and then we'll pop back up. We'll check it out, see if it works out. Alright guys, so the Outlaw fits, surprisingly. But for a snorkel setup, the way we got ours, probably wouldn't run it like that. It would still breathe. On the other side, it would be good. But yeah, man, this thing is, it holds it. It would definitely hold a stock Rzr wheel up very great. Mounted really good. They sent us the lug nuts to hold it on there, so it ain't going nowhere. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. Do I think it would fit on the Rzr high lifter? It might, but I highly doubt it. We'd probably have to mount it up high. But you know, they make the relocation kits for the high lifters, which moves the snorkels out, kind of like you see on this Rzr right here. so maybe it would fit better, but it's really not made for it. But yeah, I was pretty surprised that the 29 fit on there. So that turned out pretty good. Well, Devin's ride is starting to turn into a full-on KEMIMOTO build. How have you been liking the doors?
The door awesome. It keeps all the sand and mud out. Get on the inside.
So if you watch the channel, we put these doors on here from KEMIMOTO also. They sent us to try out, and so far they've been doing great, he said. Keeping the sand out and all that good stuff, keeping water from splashing up your legs. And then we just installed the KEMIMOTO fang lights. So I probably done said this once in this video, but we sure do appreciate KEMIMOTO sending us this stuff to try out. It's been a blast putting it on, trying this stuff out. We're having a blast making the videos. But we're gonna get on out of here. We might go make us a loop to cool off. I know it's super hot out today. So guys, a couple of reasons and benefits of having the spare tire carrier on your Rzr is, and there's a pretty good bit of things that I can think of just right off the hand. Of course, having a spare tire with you on the trail or out when you're riding mud parks or anything, any place you're going to ride, there's always that chance of you know, blowing your tire out, or it pops off the rim, or you know, anything to where it won't hold air, or something happens to you. I mean, I've even seen people break rims. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen when you're out there pushing your machine to its limits. So let's say your tire, just say it goes flat, you can't get a patch or a plug to hold it. What you'll do is come up here, take this knee tire off, slap it right back on, you'll be good to go. I know I've ran into problems of seeing people out on the river far away from their vehicle, and you know, no way to get it back home with, like, say the front tire comes off. Well, you're going to be dragging it, and then it's going to lead to ruining your brake calipers, maybe your A-arms, you know, no telling what it's going to ruin while you're dragging it back to your ride. So having this will eliminate that. You can just slap your new tire on, keep on trucking. Another thing that I was thinking about just earlier is having that connected on each side of your roll cage. Will it stiffen it up some? I'm not really sure, but I mean, it never hurts to have some extra support. This stuff right here is strong. Some strong stuff. It's probably stronger than your cage is if you have a stock cage on your Rzr. Pretty much it just bolts up on each side and it grabs it and it fits in there tight. I've looked at the welds and everything, and you know, it looks good. There ain't no cracks or holes or anything. Everything looks pretty good. Looks like whoever built it knew what they were doing. But yeah, post in the comments and tell me what you think about that. I mean, it could stiffen it up a little bit. It could work as like an intrusion bar for the rear. And also, you're carrying your spare tire up high and out of the way. Well, you still have room for a cooler and maybe a toolbox up under it, or a small jack or something like that. You know, you have more room when you're carrying your spare tire up high instead of just, you know, in the bed of your Rzr. Nobody really wants to do that. And keeping it up high like that will keep it from getting all muddy and dirty. So if you do have to end up changing it, you know, you can just change it and it won't be so dirty rather than sitting in the bed of your vehicle. But that's just a few things that I think this thing would be good for. But as of right now, we took it off of Devin's Rzr. He wasn't really interested in running one, but we're probably gonna go on the high lifter. And you know, as y'all saw in the video, it won't fit with the snorkels being in the way. You know, it would bolt up, but once you got it bolted up and you set your tire will be in the way of the snorkels. But high lifter makes a kit. I believe it's high lifter, either Super ATV. I'm pretty sure it's high lifter though. They make a kit to where on your snorkels, instead of them being all right there together, it moves two over here and then one on this side, and maybe that would give it enough room. I'm going to do a little bit of research, and then we'll look into getting a spare rim and tire through System 3, like the same ones that I got set up on the high lifter, and see about running a spare tire for when we go on like long trips, or you know, do a big ride to where possibly it could happen. And let's say it does, you know, and I'm the only one that's got a spare tire. Well, if I'm riding with somebody else that's got a Rzr or the same lug pattern, you know, they can borrow a tire until we get back to the vehicle to help them out from messing anything up. So that's just a few things these are good for. Guys, we're gonna wrap this video up, and you know, I hope y'all like this video. Comment and tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you run a spare tire carrier on your ride. Now, if there's anybody out there with a 2020 or, you know, 2019, any year style Rzr high lifter, let me know if you got a spare tire carrier that fits and works, and you know, show me something, so maybe we can fix something up on ours. Yeah, if y'all don't mind considering subscribing and like this video, I hope y'all have a good night, and we'll catch y'all later. I appreciate y'all watching the video.